everybody, to another episode of Wayback Media, and today we're going to talk about the 2016 presidential election. And the reason I want to visit this because so many people had this wrong, but nobody went back and checked it, and it just baffles my mind that nobody goes back and checks this stuff. So I'm going to watch a video here from June 29th, 2016, and you'll see, because the reason I have this map pulled up is because I want you to see how wrong these people are. And this interview is by a ABC journalist and Nate Silver, who's actually a pretty respected pollster, but I doubt he went back to this video and actually checked his work. So let's play it real quick, and then we're going to have some commentary.
Joining us now for his take on the race for the White House, Nate Silver, the founder and editor-in-chief of 538. Now, Nate is the ultimate political numbers cruncher. He called 49 out of 50 states in 2008, ran the table in 2012. So we're going to get your forecast now for 2016. You deal in probabilities. So what are the odds you're putting on the race right now?
So right now we have Hillary's about a 75 or an 80% favorite. We have different versions.
Oh my God, 79% to 20%. June 2016. Oh, wow.
Forecast you can look at. So here's how to think about it. We're kind of at halftime of the election right now, and she's taking a 7-point, maybe a 10-point lead into halftime. There's a lot of football left to be played, but she's ahead in almost every poll, every swing state, every national poll. Both candidates have a lot of room to grow. I mean, she's at only 43%, Trump's at 37% or so. But historically, the last candidate to blow a lead this large was in '88, when Dukakis had a big lead coming out of the spring and the summer and wound up.
So almost 30 years ago, something like this happened, right? Nobody thought Hillary was going to lose. Everybody thought, hey, Hillary's the winner. We don't have to worry about Trump, because all these pollsters were wrong from the get-go. Now, there's another video coming out, and I'm going to talk about another pollster who has been right for like 2-3 decades about every election, and he doesn't get the credit he deserves. So let's watch the rest of the video, and then we'll come back and I'm going to critique it step by step.
Losing, of course,
he
to
was up
Bush.
17 points after the convention. Let's break down how you get there right now. Take a look at the electoral map, state by state, and you think there may be...
Now look at this map. The reason I have the New York Times map pulled up is because I want you to go step by step, right? This is people in the moment thinking, hey, the Hillary's got it in the back. 2016. Right now it's 2023. But in 2016, everybody's like, Hillary's got it. They're putting Florida as a blue state. Look at that. Red state. By almost, like a point? Then you got Georgia, red. Then you got Arizona, red. Then you got Nevada, blue, California, Nevada, given pretty much, right? Then you got all these states, right? Hey, Montana, red, right? All these states they were wrong about. It's amazing that these people make these predictions and nobody goes back and reviews it. So I'm going to play the rest of the video, and then I'm going to have a few more comments for you guys.
Many more states in play than usual this year.
So it's been a crazy year politically. One silver lining is that we see a few more states being in play than we have in past years. For example, Arizona looks like a toss-up, maybe Georgia, maybe Missouri, North Carolina.
Arizona was not a toss-up. Missouri was not a toss-up. Georgia was not a toss-up. They all went for Donald Trump.
Again,
those had been safe Republican
states, right? We see Arizona in particular. Several polls show Clinton
Montana,
either tied or a little bit ahead. Missouri less polling, but they show it very close. Likewise, if Trump gains ground on Clinton, then maybe a state like Maine used to be a swing state, not so recently.
And that's one of the states where he could win at least one electoral vote, even if he doesn't win the whole state.
If not all four.
Now, everyone's going to be a little bit skeptical this year because so few of us saw Trump coming back in August. You said he had about what?
And I got to give this guy a little credit, right? He was skeptical, even though it's like 80% favorability to Hillary. But he questioned, hey, nobody thought Donald Trump's going to get the nomination. Hey, he got it.
2% chance of getting the nomination. He got it. So what has changed? Why so confident now?
Well, for one thing, when I said 2% or 5% or 10% with different numbers, that wasn't based on looking at polls. Trump was always ahead in the polls, and one big lesson of this campaign is don't try and outthink the polls and try and outthink the American public, and Trump has never really been ahead of Clinton in the general election campaign. So he did a great job of appealing to the 40% of the GOP he had to win the election, the primary. a lot different than winning 51% of 100%.
Very quickly, what's the big X factor that could turn this around?
I mean, people were saying, well, what if you have an economic crisis, a terrorist attack? We've seen some of those, and they haven't seemed to help Trump all that much. But, you know, again, to me, it's a huge number of, of undecideds or third-party voters. When Clinton's at only 43%, low 40s, better than Trump, but you can't feel all that secure.
Okay, Nate Silver, thanks very much.
That's it, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, if you like content like this, go and subscribe. I'll leave the link to the video and the map description below. Have a good one. Bye-bye.